The third stage in stages of farming is sowing of seeds. You can see in the picture the seeds are being sowed. Now while sowing seeds, one thing is kept in mind, and that is sufficient space is left in between the seeds. Now why sufficient space should be left between the seeds? The reason is so that each seed gets enough warmth, air, water to grow. Also, each seed has enough nutrients from the soil. So if there is enough space between the seeds, then it ensures their germination. Now we move on to the fourth stage. The fourth stage in stages of agriculture is irrigation. Now what is the meaning of irrigation? To supply water to the crops through pipes, channels or sprinklers. Now you can see in the picture is not very clear, but you can see the farm being irrigated with the help of sprinklers. Okay, here the picture is showing irrigation through sprinklers, but there are other methods also by using pipes or by using channels. Now after the fourth stage, we move on to the fifth stage. Fifth stage is use of chemicals. Now which chemicals are used? They are called as pesticides. Now why pesticides are used? Why pesticides are sprayed over the crops growing in farms? To protect the crops from pests like mice or insects. Now what is actually the meaning of pests? Pests are insects or animals which can harm the growing crop. Okay, like you can see here also the picture is not very clear, but you can see there's someone who's spraying the pesticide. Pesticide is being sprayed all over the crop. Now there are other ways also to protect the crops. That is, scarecrows are placed in fields to keep away birds. You must have seen scarecrows. It's a structure that is constructed in the middle of it looks like human, and it helps in keeping the birds away from the crops. Then there's one more way of protecting the crop, that is to make a fence around the fields to protect from the animals. Now the sixth stage, second last stage, that is harvest and storage. Now once the crop grows and is ready, it is ripe. Once the crop is ripe, then it is harvested. Now as you can see in the picture, the farmers are busy removing the chaff. They are separating the grain from its chaff. There are different methods of doing this, which you will get to study afterwards. But what is the meaning of harvest? Harvest means ripe crop is cut and gathered. So whatever chaff is collected is removed and the seeds are kept safe. And once the crop is harvested, then it is stored safely in godowns. Now since the grains, they grow in large amount, it is not consumed immediately. Okay, it has to be used over a period of time. So that's why the need of storing this harvested crop is felt. And see in the second picture, here it's a picture of a godown where the crops, the harvested crop or grains are packed in sacks, and these sacks are stored one above the other in a godown. Now this was the sixth stage. Now once the crop is harvested and stored, now it has to be delivered to people. It should reach to all of us. Now how is it done? It is done, and it forms the part of last stage, and that is seventh stage, which is called as transportation. Now you can see in the picture, this truck is being loaded by this machine with whatever has to be transported. The crop, harvested crop, is being loaded in the truck, and the truck will carry it to different places. So from godowns, the stored crop is transported and it reaches our kitchen. Now crops are also divided on the basis of its life. Now perishable crop is one that gets destroyed or gets rotten very fast, like fruits and vegetables. So they require quick transportation. They cannot be stored for a longer time. In fact, they cannot be stored. So they should be transported quickly. And then second type is non-perishable crops like our grains, pulses, cereals, they are non-perishable. They have more lifetime, shelf life is more, they can be stored for a longer period of time, so they can be transported later or as and when it is required. So this was all about 7 stages of farming or agriculture. So just a quick recap. The 7 stages are: first stage is plowing, soil enrichment, second stage, third is sowing, fourth is irrigation, fifth is use of chemicals, sixth is harvest and storage, and seventh is transportation. Now with this we come to the end of the last topic, and now I request all of you to go through the pages of the books that will be sent to you, and you can go through those pages, read the lesson thoroughly, and also make an effort to solve the exercises that are given at the end of those pages. And in case you have any problem, please note down your difficulties, and when we meet, we'll sort out your problems, or we'll try to even send the answers to the exercises given at the back. And soon you will be sent notes also, so you make sure that you take down the notes in your notebook. Thank you and take care of yourself.